Hey guys, it's Rachel Rich Guzzi, and oh, surprise, surprise, I'm back in the kitchen, y'all. It's Friday and I'm cooking. What am I making fresh about dinner? Just some Moroccan fish. You want to see it? It's so yummy. Look at that. The fish isn't in there yet. And some other stuff I haven't made yet. I'm running late though. I'm running really late today. Anyway, I want to give you guys a quick tip. No, quick tip. Um, so if you ever, this is a great tip if you're ever frustrated, ever. If you're frustrated because you're waiting in line, if you're frustrated because you're late for work, if you're frustrated because you don't know what pair of pants to wear, if you're frustrated because your partner is they didn't do what you asked them to do, whatever it is that you're frustrated with. It's also a good tip if you have anxiety about making decisions, like, oh crap, I have a decision to make and I don't know. It could be a really big decision, like, should I quit my job, or should I move to Florida? Hey, Florida, come on down. I want you to keep it in your mind that you are so lucky, and we're all very lucky. You know why? Because whatever decision that you make is the decision that you're supposed to make. Whether it's to go right on at the light or go left at the light, whatever decision it is, it will be the one that you are supposed to make. And even all those little mistakes that we think we made, say you're up in the morning, you get up in the morning and you're rushing around and you're like already late and you need to get out the door, and then you take a drink and then you spill coffee all over you and you got to go change your clothes and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Now I'm going to be even more late. Calm yourself down and tell yourself, this was supposed to be. Where I am right now is what is supposed to happen. Because in our lives, we have all these little miracles that happen that we don't even know about. And they happen during the moments that we planned, that are going according to our plan. And they also go in the moments that are not according to our plan. All the little miracles happen. There are so many stories of couples that say, well, how did you guys meet? Oh, well, I was out with my girlfriends. I didn't even feel like going out. And I went to this restaurant that I had never been before. And I didn't want to be there. And I was in such a bad mood. And I looked like crap. And blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, this guy comes up to me. And I didn't even like him. Whatever. And it wasn't him, but it was his friend that he introduced me to. That I ended up, we are now married. There's so many little things that happen in our life that are supposed to happen that we don't recognize. There's something else going on in the background that we don't see and we don't recognize, and we don't even know all of the things. Why did I get that job? Why didn't I get that job? Because you weren't supposed to, because there is something else. How many times have people gotten fired? Oh my gosh, I love the success stories of people. They got fired, they really wanted that job, it was like their dream job, and then they had this a-hole boss and they fired them, and then they ended up doing something that was great for them. Or they were in a situation where they were just down on their luck and they thought it was the worst time of their life, and then it ended up being something happening in their life that brought them to, maybe it was recovery, whatever it was, but it was like, whatever you are right now is where you're supposed to be. So if you have a decision to make, think to yourself, everything's okay, because whatever I decide, it's what's supposed to happen. Because there's something in the background. I like to call it God. Some people like to call it the universe. Other people call it whatever you want to call it. But there is an energy that is working in the background for us that is helping to guide us, even at the times that we think it's a bad idea or a bad thing that happened. It's a mistake. There's always something behind it that leads towards goodness. You just have to have a little thing I like to call faith, right? If you can just pause when you're in those moments and you're freaking out, like you're late for work, or your kids just spilled coffee all over your your dissertation or your deposition for the next day, or whatever it is. Pause and say, this was supposed to happen. This is happening for a reason, because all the stupid little things in our life that we don't realize are important are actually important. All those tiny little things. I can tell you a story. I remember I was about to walk into an attorney's office, and I was with my girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh no, look, you have a hole in your blouse." I was like, "What? I cannot believe I got a hole in my shirt. I'm walking into the attorney's office with a hole in my shirt." It's beeping again. It's okay. It's gonna beep. And so what? So we get in there. We're talking to the attorney, and blah, 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 blah. Further down, fast forward, he tells us this price, and I was like, dude, do I look like I can afford that? I can't even afford a shirt with no holes in it. So right then and there, he took off a bunch of money off his price, and I was like, every silly little thing. I know it's silly, but every small little thing, they happen for a reason, and it's usually for good. So that's it. You having your anxiety moment, just tell yourself everything's okay. Everything happens for a reason. I know it's so cliche, but there is really something behind all the mistakes, the things that we are perceiving as a mistake, all the things that we are perceiving as having a bad day, whatever it is, there's something behind it. Just let go. Just breathe. Have faith. Everything's working for the greater good, okay? I know it's so cliche, but it's true. It's real. Just really just trust it and just love it. All right. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.